High Tech High is a place where kids are making things and doing things and then presenting their work to a real audience. And it's a place where we're trying to merge academic learning with vocational learning as a context for, because it's a more rich context for kids to understand kind of traditional academic skills. And then we think that the public display of student work is one of the most critical features of learning. It's not just about learning it and answering questions on a test. It's actually about getting up publicly and making a statement that sort of demonstrates what you understand, what you've learned. We're really focused on doing the 9 to 4 academic day extremely well, and so we're a little bit like a dog with a bone on being focused on doing that one thing very well. But we're not seeing technology as an end. It's a means to a greater end. We don't have a kind of a set homework policy like a lot of schools that I've worked at do, because it's more, it's not always just like a worksheet every night, although we do some of that. But also, like the real world, we have deadlines coming up, and kids, like the rest of us, they have a lot of work to do right before the deadline. And I think sometimes we feel like, oh, we should be teaching them not to procrastinate, but then we look at ourselves and we're all doing a lot of work right before the deadline. So deadlines matter, and we have real deadlines for students. I think one of the keys is that the deadline is not just the teacher said it was due on Friday, but actually we have engineers coming in to hear their presentation. So it's a very real deadline. I think kids perceive it as real. They're about to enter the adult world, and we tend to keep them separate. And they're trying to figure out what it means to be an adult and how to do it the right way. They're actually really eager for that, and they're actually really eager for adult mentoring, even as they kind of pretend that they're not, but they're trying to figure out who they are and who am I as I become an adult in this world. Well, we are trying to educate kids in San Diego really well, and we're trying to save the world. So on the one hand, we know we have to be really good at educating kids and getting them ready for college and prepared to do well there. And at the same time, we try to be very transparent about what we're doing. Not that we think we're so great, but here's what we're working on, here's what's good, here's what's not so good. Come kick the tires, come see what we're doing. So that's a very important element of our mission as well, I think, is to share broadly our way of thinking about teaching.